black-red vampires. We played this core, I think late last week or early this week, and it felt pretty good. We had someone ask if we could do a run back, and I was happy to take that as another submission. So got a good aggressive core here with all of these dorkos, and then we've got Sorin, Florian, Evelyn, and Champion of Dusk for some card advantage at the top end of the curve. We have good interaction / disruption with these two, so let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see how it goes. Evelyn allowed in black-red or blue-black brawl decks? I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure it has Grixis. She has Grixis color identity, right? I think we have plenty of card advantage, Shimos. We have almost double-digit card advantage vamps to the top end of the curve. That's true. When we first started taking $10 deck submissions, we used to take the $10 we got for the submission, then light it on fire on Magic Online too. It's a whole different world. Alright, with the second Harvester drawn, I'm definitely going to lead on first Harvester here, because this could kill up to a 4/4 next turn if we needed to. Okay, opponent is playing Winota. Let's take a peekaboo here and see two Winotas. My Winota. The magic shall continue until morale improves, Chip. They have a Huntmaster, a Kenrith, and an Agent in their hand. Maybe they miss. Yeah, maybe I am supposed to kill one of their attackers. That's fair. Oh, well, they messed up. Appreciate you giving me a chance, opponent. To be fair to them, too, though, I think chat's right. I probably messed up not killing one of their attackers there. One good misplay deserves another.
Welcome to the family.
Take the Huntmaster. Well, if they play Kenrith, I can use Bloodtithe Harvester plus Sorin to kill it, right?
soul.
Oh, man. Yeah, I am an expert at flooding off 2 decks simultaneously. You've never seen someone as skilled at this as you have me. The Castle Dracula's here means that my Bloodtithe Harvester still trades with Kenrith, which is great. We're gonna cap these Castle Draculas for some free blood. We want the blood. We want the blood. And these blood tokens, we have to turn these into spells. But honestly, we might not even need to turn these lands into spells. Like, they're pretty low. They're dead on board, are they? Math? Hive of the Eye Tyrant means they're dead on board. Yeah, good math.
Our fate thirsts for life.
No blocks. You go to 7. Block. They take 9. All right. I don't think we're going to win that game, but we'll take it. What do you think of just pulling up into a bigger deck in this matchup? Something like this. Hey, Bomb, 6 for the 10 months. Welcome back. Meat hooks less necessary / oppressive in these older formats. Yeah, don't need double Sorin. Or triple Sorin, double Sorin's enough. Want to take the Mirror Breaker here? Is there a Noxious Grasp in my sideboard? There is. My sideboard's probably got too many cards for this matchup, chat. I don't know what the Grafdigger's cages are necessary. I'm gonna revisit my sideboard after this game, because playing this matchup definitely looks like I have too many board cards. I don't really know that I need a sweeper. Yeah, their deck can be playing a huge range of different tricks.
I guess you'll do.
Ray of Enfeeblement? Eat their token.
I have other obligations.
Do I want the Sorin or do I want a random card? I think I want the Sorin.
Uncultured monsters.
Yeah, it's really funny with comments like that with Megas, how much, people that dislike me very clearly have never interfaced with me or my content. Was it? There was a post that went around on Twitter and it said something along the lines of being a content creator means having a bunch of people you've never met be upset with you for things that you did to them in their head. I had never felt so in tune with another post. It's like, yep, that definitely checks out with my lived experience. Hey, Arasanari, thank you for the 28 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to put the 1/1 counter on Champion of the Dusk, actually, so it can block Azeka's Chariot profitably.
Childish games bore me.
Yeah, we have had to dodge Winota here for a couple of turns, but like, once we finish dodging this turn, like if they can't kill Evelyn this turn, we're gonna get to put Grafdigger's Cage down and or hold up Infernal Grasp, right? So things get pretty different from there. Our opponent has made a couple of casts this game. I think we Brutal Cathar hold up Infernal Grasp. Hey, Cordemi, thank you for the 44 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Chat, there aren't a lot of, I know we just said we're done playing Standard from getting constantly meat hooked, but meat hook is not that big of a player in Magic's non-rotating formats. It sees some small amount of play in like mid-rangey and decks that are looking to go longer, but it's not that good against a lot of the proactive things that go on in these formats.
Take no joy. Next, you can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
I will say though, chat, I love Evelyn as a Magic card. She is quite sweet. She's really gasoline with other vampires. Here's my Evelyn hand. You never miss a land drop. I mean, we're gonna miss a land drop this turn, right?
Nothing on Innistrad is free. My bloodline flows through you.
I'm gonna attack at gain 5 here. What's going on, Pickle? Thanks for 26 months. Yeah, playing this format, I understand why people like Pioneer. This format's definitely felt like a ton of fun. We're gonna be... I'm wagering we'll be all Explorer content next week. Until we get the next Alchemy card drop, I think I'm likely to be all Explorer. The primary difference between Explorer and current Historic? A lot. Chat. Explorer, the Historic has a bunch of Modern Horizons cards in it, chat. There are so many busted, powerful cards in his, like, they could not be more different. All right, so I'm gonna take 6. I'm gonna gain 4. Oh wait, I have these backwards. I need the Death Touch on the 4/4. Luris, Dragon Rage, Chandler, Archmage's Charm, and Holy Heat. The formats are not the same at all. They're completely different. You know, no Unholy Heat is a big difference. And the ban lists are very different too. Like, Winota is legal in this format. Fires of Invention is not nerfed. It's a lot like asking what's the difference between Pioneer and Modern.
You will serve me well.
Successfully out-card advantaged and ground the, God, Evelyn was really impressive there. Yes, chat, all cards, when every card is exiled, it is always exiled face up unless it explicitly says face down. Unholy Heat got banned in Historic. No, Unholy Heat is legal. You are asking for the difference between Historic and this format, and that's the big difference. Oh, I wanted to look at the sideboard. Yeah. Good call, good call. It's a long match. Hey, lazy kid. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Appreciate it. You know, honestly, after seeing how that game played out, I don't think I need 3 Grafdigger's cages. 2's probably plenty. I don't know what else I really need in this sideboard, though. I just, like, play an extra discard spell? We kind of have a decent plan for control. Like, what's my plan for control decks? I need to be able to cut 6 cards here against control, 2 Grasp and 4 Gifted Aetherborn. And I currently have 6 cards exactly in my sideboard for the control matchup. So I probably don't need another card for control in here. Yeah, how do I want to approach a generic creature matchup? Do I want some generic creature cards? I probably want to cut Thoughtseize in the generic creature matchup. Is Anvil a deck? It's not a deck I really played against. We could just play some Abrades in the sideboard. Yeah, Abrade kills Oven and is like decent against generic creature decks. I hate that. No, I don't know that I need 5 1-mana ways to kill Winota, honestly. 4 plus a 2-mana plus some 2-mana plus the discard spell seems fine. I could play the Saga. Nah, I think I'd rather have a Abrade. Abrade's a little more flexible. Saga's pretty narrow. Like a Cudgel. What is Dominating Vampire and how does it combo? So if you want to submit something, I'd encourage you to submit it using the form on my site, and I'll get back to you after looking over the details. People are confused why you canceled your wedding because you have COVID. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think the opponent's actually likely playing the Anvil deck. Speaking of Anvil, glad we added some Abrades. Hey, Sugio, thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Chat, this is my very unscientific Twitter poll for what formats you've been playing on Magic Arena. If you subject yourself to the Bird app, go cast a vote. Draw. Their Fatal Push, I guess. They finished the set of Tricycle Lands, Garlic. Definitely count as format staple. Oh, Wandering Emperor is a good shout. That's a multi-format staple for sure. To play whatever my favorite deck, I would totally take a donation to play a Flash deck sooner in Explorer. Experimenting with bad Flash decks is towards the list of things that I want to be doing at some point. Untapped land would be sick here. Yeah, I've seen a few people talk about Simic and Mono Blue in Explorer.
No you fight for me now. Immediately.
Lifelink Death Touch is pretty good with Florian shit.
Feast of my power.
It's possible that this deck should have more Florians in the main. I've got a third in the sideboard for mid-range matchups like this one we're playing, but card's real good for sure. We get to look at a couple of cards and pick one to play here. Couple, 2, 3. Is this dig through time at home? Yeah, basically. I think it's Knight of the Ebon Legion, right? You know, speaking of polls, maybe we'll do a sub survey for the first time in a while. I'd been chilling on those. I'm curious to see how subs feel about Explorer in general. Have not, it's been out for a week. I'll put one of those together tonight and send it out. Keep an eye on the Discord, because believe it or not, Twitch still hasn't given me the ability to email my subs again. In fact, I'm gonna poke my partner manager right now about that.
Families call me their adversary. My goons will make quick work of you. Your punishment is my entertainment.
Narski, thanks for the 19 months. Welcome back. Well, so, Silence, the reason I always did sub-surveys was so I could better tailor my content to what the people that subscribe to the channel want to see. But I kind of hit a point in recent memory where I kind of just decided I'd rather people just unsub if they don't like the stuff that I'm playing, rather than playing stuff I don't really care for because it's what people are paying want to see. Do we pump the knight to be able to draw more cards with it? Or do I just only hit for 2 and then play Evelyn this turn? I kind of want to get Evelyn down this turn, if I'm being honest. There is some appeal to smacking them for a big chunk. I do still get to look at 2 cards. Hey, I was gonna get Evelyn down this turn, I think. Sick. So we get to go Evelyn and then play this and trigger Evelyn again. I have to play this one this turn. I can play this one next turn. This one next turn, theoretically. I rejected a donation for Elden Ring. Kind of. I won't play Elden Ring for a normal game submission. Hey, Joris, thanks for continuing your sub gift. Appreciate it. Well, we kind of ground them into the dirt there, huh? That's kind of sweet. We trim our discard spells and our kind of individually weak cards and just try and board up on card advantage here. Wow, look at that. Just exactly the number of cards I want to cut into the number of cards I want to bring in. You can always tell when I built a deck, chat. It all just kind of lines up a lot of the time like that. It's like easy in, easy outs. I'm a reasonable person, Silence. I'd play Elden Ring for the price of the game plus, let's say, 150 for a guaranteed hour. But that's a lot of money, and it's a lot of money for a reason, because I'm perfectly happy not playing it. To Band, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a ton of great people who can send that to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way and keeping me around. And Chad, if you heard that number and thought that's way too much money, I'd never pay Jeff that to have him make him play Elden Ring. That's fine. I am perfectly happy not suffering. It's cool, chat. I am content not suffering, but I also like money. Listen, chat. Everybody has a price. I'm just more honest about my price than most other people are. It's like, I always love, like, someone will talk about another Magic streamer. They'll be like, that Magic streamer doesn't do donation decks, Jeff. It's like, oh, they do donation decks. You just haven't offered them enough money to do it yet. Shadow Rill, thanks for sticking around for 4 years. Welcome back. All right, Chad, I was greedy and discarded the lands. Let's see if the greed consumes me. Sometimes lucky.
What? My hair is on fire? I know. Feel the burn.
I'm supposed to uptick here and dig for the land.
I have a way to stop you. Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Yup, you're going down. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
That's an interesting thought. I didn't think about killing the Chandra. I don't know. I really just want to try and hit the land for Evelyn. Was my sequencing there. Now, with Evelyn gone, We're gonna take the before mentioned line.
You will serve me well. What is one life to save?
Guess you don't need me anymore. Play with fire, huh? Today's my lucky day.
Many warriors. You deal with this annoyance.
This is definitely my favorite card out of this new set. I like her. I like her a lot, chat. I like her a lot. I'm not blocking with Evelyn because I don't want them to be able to down-tick Chandra and kill Evelyn. Really surprised they didn't kill my Planeswalker here. No, yeah, Evelyn's mono black, chat. She's great.
My ways are not.
Yep. Yep. Welcome to the grind, baby. Welcome to the grind.
Down to nothing. My obligation. Your lifeblood is sweeter than mine.
Oh gosh, and then the ghoul comes back into play, and we trigger Evelyn again. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Combo.
Balance may never curse your now.
It is worth noting that Evelyn is markedly worse in a deck that does not have access to instant speed spells, because we haven't been getting to Evelyn spells on their turn, which is a little sad. Well, we'll survive, but it's a little sad.
Here.
I don't even know what to do with all these cards, chat. I can't even hold all of these magic cards. There's so many of them. Yeah, five toughness is a great line in the sand too. Agree. Are there flash vampires? She does it all, chat. She does it all. I should probably just have a fourth Evelyn in the sideboard for these grindy matchups. It's actually just the only thing you want to be doing every turn. They draw a removal spell? She doesn't get fatal pushed either because she costs 5, which is great. That mouse over feels like they drew fatal push and they were checking the mana cost.
Families call me their adversary. I lie. Oh, I have a job for you. Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
The soul reads, chat. The soul reads. There's an instant speed spell for next turn. We'll get Graveyard Trespasser down to start gaining some life. You get to get rid of their Tenacious Underdog.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
Like to step on you. A giant goes into my exile zone, and I can cast it using red mana. So I can't use mana of any color on this giant.
I bring order to this broken world. Dire times call for dire tactics.
Alright, hit me, dealer. 2 more cards, please. There's an Infernal Grasp over there, so we have another instant speed spell to cast on their turn. I'm gonna attack and KO their Sorin. Exile another creature.
What's one more grudge?
We did in fact draw their out to Evelyn. Solid beats. Yeah, this card is like good just on its own. When you get to play her with other vampires, it's insane. They're dead, right? Yeah, I was gonna put the 4th Evelyn in the sideboard for sure. I don't think we want it in the main deck, but like in these matchups, it's actually just the only card we want to draw. Actually, just the only card we want to draw. All right, EV. Hey, Slim Green Bean, thanks for the follow and the Prime sub. Appreciate the support. Is she better than just the third Florian? Florian's fine. So Florian is good in matchups like that one we were just playing, Precipice, because it plays to the board. But maybe the third copy is unnecessary. I'm definitely happy with the first couple. Maybe I think the fourth Evelyn's probably better than the third one of these, though. Yeah. I think you're right. And I think it's the Florian or the Sorin, right? Like these are like our big card advantage things. I think I like these better. And Sorin is especially good alongside Evelyn because Evelyn makes Sorin's down tick cantrip, which is nice. Evelyn has been the best card in every deck we've played her in. We've played her in some really bad decks as well, but every time we've cast her, she's been phenomenal. How'd the black-white vampire deck go? I'm not playing any more standard. We're all explorer from here on out, shit. Yeah, it's like the second or third deck in the playlist, Anarchy. Is it in the playlist? Did I miss adding it? You're gonna make me go double check now. If it's on the front page of my YouTube channel, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you. It's literally from 4 days ago. It says Black Red Vampires Explorer Magic Arena. Maybe you were expecting it to say Grixis, so you're confused, but it's definitely a black red deck. Yeah, you should click into the actual video, Andarchy. So the conclusion at the end of the video was I didn't think Xander was very good. So this deck we're playing right now started as a Xander deck. And Xander was consistently god-awful. So we replaced it with Evelyn, and Evelyn's just been insane. I want to just put Evelyn into play here. I could have a removal spell, but she's also not safe in my hands, so. Yeah, so no joke, the one, Jim. A card like this is a good example of why Historic's such a frustrating format right now, and why I'm off of Historic as well. Like, a sweet card like this is actually just unplayable because of Unholy Heat in that format. Nothing you can do about it. Just actually just fully unplayable because of Unholy Heat. Yes, Drunk Owl. I just let Sorin die here, huh? This card's kind of annoying, though. That's why we're playing it, too. They have a removal spell for Evelyn. We're pretty far behind, but... Oh, we're playing a Pseudo-Mirror. Watch us lose to Xander after we talked about it not feeling good. This is peak Magic the Gathering, chat. they mill both my Infernal Grasps? They actually milled both my Infernal Grasps, which is sad. Maybe they have a removal spell in their deck. You see this land I kept in hand, chat? This is bait. They drew blood. See if we get punished for holding a land now. Gonna die. Oh, maybe I should have put a 1/1 counter on that vampire. Pit Fighter for the 3rd token. This doesn't give us a bloodshed. I've actually thought about maybe I'm supposed to be playing the 1-drop that makes blood. Is very possible. Yeah, I think I messed up not putting a 1 counter on something this turn.
This is but a taste of my power.
Oh, I could have used Sorin plus the Harvester. Yeah, that's fair. I think we probably still end up dying with only 7 cards in my deck, but yeah. We were stuck on lands for a little bit too long this game, unfortunately. The fact that they happen to randomly mill both our removal spells, also a little bit bad beats. Yeah, Evelyn plus Xander's gonna end up decking us here. Yeah, we're dead. might just click submit here, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna click submit. Yeah, I should have killed their 6/6. I forgot I could combine Sorin with my Harvester when I drew the second one. That was on me. And maybe we still lose even if we do that, but it's definitely better than the sequence I took. I assume this is getting Fatal Push, but I also just don't have anything else to do with my mana this turn, so more power to you. Hey, thanks for the 38 months, Mr. Photon. Welcome back.
Depart Innistrad immediately. Or your house Markov grows stronger.
No land there is a little sad.
Childish games bore me.
It could definitely be the case, seeing how this matchup is playing out, that perhaps I want some more generic 2-mana removal in my sideboard. Like a Heartless Act or more Infernal Grasps. A lot of my removal is a little bit narrow and specific at Winota at the moment. Perhaps that's not a good place to be. It's for a good bit next turn. Yeah, I think I want some more generic spot removal in the sideboard. I think the 2 Ray of Enfeeblements are probably enough 1 mana Winota removal. We'll swap the red caps and the Noxious Grass for 2 mana removal spells that we could bring in matchups like this to be able to kill things like Xander and Reflection cleanly. It could honestly even be right to cut the Grafdigger's cages from my sideboard. Oh yeah, and I get to copy Corpse Appraiser now? Yeah, I was gonna move on to the next one. Lost game 1 to a mistake, and this game we just don't have the right sideboard tools here. Heartless Act is probably a good one. There are good 2 mana removal spells in this format. Can't play Cast Down because you need to kill Winota and Grease Fang. And Heartless Act and Infernal Grasp, just the best ones. Doomblade misses opposing vampire decks and it misses Grease Fang, so it's not very good. Power Word Kill. That's bad into vampires. But it's good into, like, red and green aggro. Oh, no, it does kill vampires. Yeah, that's probably a good one. Grass is a little hard to cast. Flunk. Flunk could be okay. That one's gonna miss Winota some of the time. This one misses Mayhem Devil. I think that's fine. That's fine. They all miss something, right? Like figuring out which Doomblade variant misses the least things. Power Word kills. That's fine. I'm not super worried about Xander yet. The previous opponent's archetype isn't super popular in the format. We have played a good bit of Explorer and haven't played against it at all. Yeah, I don't know. We might want the blood token 1-drop. Haven't decided. I want to play the one we're playing now for a little bit more. Double Thoughtseize on the draw against the red aggro deck, so we can concede. Is there anything more peak Magic the Gathering than cutting your red cap melees and then immediately queuing into mono red? The removal spells we replace them with they're okay, but they're obviously not as good as red cap here. This is a matchup where Pit Fighter having extra attack is definitely relevant. I probably can't afford to ever draw 2 Infernal Grasp for this matchup. I'm cutting the Champion of Dusk and bringing in the extra Evelyn. Not only does she have a bigger booty to block with, but I don't want my top-end card advantage to lose me life in this matchup. And pretty good.
Welcome to the family.
They have double removal spell for her, or are they just reading her?
This is not my final demise. Violence is necessary to set things right. You fight for me now.
We don't have ways to trigger Revolt, Mr. Photon. So again, if you were listening when I was picking these cards, I wanted removal spells that always kill Winota and Greasefang at instant speed. I think those are the two creatures you need to respect the most in this format. So no, I actually don't think Fatal Push is very good in this format. You won't see me playing it in most of my black decks. Unless you have like something like Treasures to consistently enable Revolt trivially, I think it's quite bad. I think with this draw, I'm actually just going to tap the brakes and get to play some tap lands here. I'm going to KO this before it deals damage to me, so that way they can't turn on any of their, what's it called, cards? Shocking to put this Knight in play, might be wrong. When we sacrifice this to kill the Rampaging Frostodon, we do not gain life, because damage doesn't kill creatures, state-based actions kill creatures. Just Magic the Gathering things. Kevin Watt! Thank you for the 32 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Here he is, George, and the state-based actions. Yeah, basically. Alright, we both got some card advantage in play here. Their card advantage is a little bit more volatile than ours. Man, it's been a while since I've been frenzied shit. It's been a while. I'm gonna put a counter on here and attack with both of these. I'll play this land down so I can make a blood token with Castle Dracula. Obviously, how good their frenzy is this turn will determine the outcome of this game, most likely, but that's what it is. Okay, only drew 2 cards. That's good. That is an amount that we can keep up with. Let's loot this, I think. Sacrificing this to kill the Chain Whirler means my Florian gets to connect, and I get to look at 4 cards for another spell. Unfortunate that I don't have 1 more land to play the Sorin, but Beggars shan't be choosers. Hopefully we can dodge another Goblin Chain Whirler. Chandra's really good with Experimental Frenzy. You can clear the top card of your deck if you need to.
I cannot be killed.
They need 3 lands in a row to fully brick. I think a 3-mana Sorin's Design, I love it. It's fantastical. Oh, man. I think the play to win line is put a counter on here, attack them, hope to hit removal spell for Steam Kit off the top. Or they double block and then I don't get to draw a card. But we just hope for removal in 3 cards. We're treading water. Their frenzy just like needs 1 big turn though, and then we get buried. Their odds of having a big turn are high with Chandra.
Who needs a plan? Just improvise.
Did they hit the fabled 3 lands in a row? Is this the do we need to break the frenzy tank? Wow, they actually had 3 lands in a row. That's huge.
Our feet thirst for life.
Went way different than I expected.
Well, we cleared a land off the top of their deck, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think they didn't crack the frenzy because they know that they can't beat the card advantage we have in play with what's in their hand. So they just like need their frenzy to pop off. Let's guess. So lost game 1. Honestly, that match is a good example of why things like best of 1 are better for mono red, right? We lost game 1 because we kept a hand that just wasn't good against mono red. Games 2 and 3, we got to mulligan appropriately. Able to overcome them there. Got a little bit fortunate on a couple of key frenzy turns, but we eventually had enough card advantage that even good frenzy turns wouldn't have been enough there by the end. A new background? No, this has always been here since I started streaming. If you haven't noticed it before, that's probably on you. All aggressive decks are worse in open deck list tournaments. And better in closed deck lists. They have another discard spell. That's why they took the Sorins. That's true, Andrew. My green screen did used to be a standard office previously. Do you think chat's gonna think less of me when they find out I've been green screening my children in? Speaking of green screening children in, someone else we were chuckling about stupid things people who dislike me like to call me. The number of times people have tried to tell me I'm an incel, it's like, do you not know where children come from? It's like there's a lot of things you could poke at me about and terrible things you could call me, but that's one you should probably leave out of when you're choosing to insult someone who literally has children. I don't really know what they're doing. They're like black-red mid-range. The Silversmote Ghouls grind a little bit. I think Pit Fighter comes out in the grindy matchups. Maybe we bring in a couple pieces of spot removal. I don't hate that. Yeah, it's big words don't have meaning energy. Keep Evelyn. Draw some lands and cast her later. Surprised they kill that instead of the Ebon Legion. Do they also have a removal spell for the night? Yeah, like Fatal Push here. Our Strike looks very good in these matchups. Let's see if they have a third removal spell here. Yeah, that's your Archivist. There's a lot of the average viewer here in Hoaglandia is like 25 plus. A lot of them are people with kids and families. I'd wager the magic category in general on Twitch probably skews older than a lot of Twitch does. And then I would also guess that this channel probably skews older than that, even with the average audience. 32, you're an elder on Twitch. You're right in the norm here. Hank McLarge says they've got us all beat. This might be just draw a land angle, huh? Because I kind of want to just play one of my 5-drops out, right? Yeah, I wanna slam Evelyn and then like untap and Champion of Dusk potentially. I don't really like collecting information like that, Mr. Photon. My age metrics come off of largely YouTube stats. Twitch doesn't provide viewer metrics outside of geolocation, but YouTube estimates ages. I don't think I want to flash this in and try and block this for free. There's a good chance it eats a removal spell and then I can't use card advantage for it. Whereas if I don't block it, they're likely to cast it out here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just discard this land chip. Thanks. Oh, man. Alpha debuted while I was in college. Yep. I was 2 years old? 2 years old. Your Fatal Push? Our Fatal Push. Yeah, she's really great. Man, having a format where a 5-mana 2/5 isn't soft banned by Unholy Heat is so refreshing. It's so refreshing, chat. You just be able to like actually be able to cast this sweet bomb. Cards actually unplayable in Historic. I mean, I won't fall. I don't yuck anybody's yum. Like if you enjoy Historic for what it is right now, that's fine. It's just so difficult. I don't even think it's fair to say, I wouldn't even say, I don't even think Historic is bad right now. It's just not brew friendly. Cards like Archmage's Charm and Unholy Heat basically render a huge swath of magic cards unplayable. All right, I'm gonna force them to collect a company now. No collect a company, deal. Let's top deck a Sorin here. Red Source will also do in a pinch.
My purpose is greater.
Why does Archmage's Charm do the same? Because it's just better than almost every other card you can play in that slot. Yeah, probably not a collected company deck. They got Grafdigger's Cage. What do they think I'm playing?
I will be better prepared next time.
No, Explorer is a much lower power level format than Historic. Historic is much... Explorer is closer to Standard, and Explorer is closer to Standard, and Historic is closer to Modern. So Explorer is in between those for sure. They're probably like an Ugin deck, huh? I agree that Modern is more powerful than Historic, but I also think Historic's closer to Modern than it is to Standard, if that makes sense. It's my delta there. I mean, they got to get a land and an enchant. Maybe they're just getting lands and enchantments, chat. Maybe they got 2 cards. They got 2 cards, okay? You know, don't tell them how to live their life. Don't you tell them how to... You're not their dad. They do what they want. For what it's worth, obviously Grafdigger's Cage in your Storm the Festival deck is super suspect, but Cavalier of Thorns plus Storm the Festival actually seems quite good, right? Like it ramps you into flashing it back and it mills them over. I think their deck looks really sweet. This is an oversight, not understanding what we're doing. Like this doesn't do anything against us, so it's weird that they got it, but the core idea of their deck, I think, is actually quite good. How am I winning this game? Are we just, like, going wide? I think, is that the plan? Evelyn casts their stuff. That is true. Evelyn does cast their stuff. Yeah, I think I want to Sorin in the Evelyn. So that way, I can make blood tokens this turn. Hey, thanks for the 31 months, Slice of Cheese. Welcome back. Three. Evelyn versus Cavalier of Thorns is really funny. I think we just want a critical mass of cheap vampires. I'm not convinced that this is better than the 1-mana vampire that makes blood tokens. Today on How Many Times Do I Have to Teach You This Lesson, Old Man? Okay, so I'm gonna board in Grafdigger's Cage against them because it seemed really good there. I think I want the spot removal spells for their bigger threats here. I don't think I want Sorin the Mirthless. I could just pull up. This being a blocker doesn't seem particularly good. Why are people saying Abrade? What artifacts do I care about? These have hexproof. I don't care about Bone Crusher Giant. Are we worried about an artifact that what's his name can get? Abrade kills their cage. Well, chat, they literally had the chance to get an artifact out of their sideboard, and they got a card that did nothing against us and hurt them. So, like I think I'm gonna err on the side of no Abrades for now. Maybe they'll do something with Karn to make me change my mind, but I haven't gotten sure, but like I can just kill them faster, right? Just like grind under that. Don't mind me just taking my 8 Twitch babies through a walk through Hoaglandia. Laris, thank you for the 73 months. Welcome back. Okay, now that's just good deck building right there. Does he have 6 mana now?
To make a splash. I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Rats! Rats! They saw the line, chat. They saw the line. Boo! Boo! Not getting your only land, Stone Rain. Boo!
Fight on without me.
Gosh. My opponent's playing well. It's so rude when they play well, chat. Why can't they just throw the game away? I don't understand. This game's much harder when my opponents make good choices. Ooh, Karn Grab Great Henge is sweet. It's a quality Magic the Gathering card.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
My allies are counting on me.
miss me too much.
A world of monsters? This is my paradise. Every day is a new mutation.
Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
Every day's a new mutation. Vivian's definitely living in 2022. The comment hits hard, shit. I think I wanna KO Vivian here.
Seems I need to evolve too.
You be out here grinding, chap.
Awaken.
And we decked them with Evelyn. We're a little ways off of that. And now their board's really big, shit. We're kind of gridlocked at the moment, huh?
I take no joy in the slaughter, but necessary. My ways are not for the weak.
It's a plan to pump up knights? I don't know. I'll let you know what the plan is when I figure it out. We need to start chunking through them, though, for sure. It's a big boat, ship. It's a big boat.
I have other obligations.
Welcome back, Corbin. I wonder if they're playing Ugin. We saw a lot of their deck last game, and they didn't have Ugin in it. And Ugin didn't come up.
To fight with ancient vampire lord, my bloodline flows through you.
I don't know if I want to see the answer to this question. guess we'll take the Bone Crusher Giant. If I shock this in, my things get bigger, right? Ignorance is bliss.
There is great power in the things we make.
Stay your hand, mortal.
Where's an Evelyn when you need one, shit?
Turn.
The Arkbow quivers with excitement.
Get out of my way!
Out of my way!
We will adapt to any threat.
Oh, I couldn't use the blood token because of Karn. I was like, I want to learn my blood token. Why does it let me do it? Karn. Too much carnage, chat.
You wish to know my secrets?
Too much carnage.
If you threaten Innistrad, I will take it personally. The blood calls the soul.
Let's put them under the double abyss here. I'm supposed to attack with Champion of the Dusk too. I don't really have anything else to do with my mana here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pump these up. I'll pump up the lifelink one. So we can gain 11. Oh, I guess I should have left these untapped because I could make 2 blood tokens in the event we ever got rid of Karn.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous army.
Things have not gone my way. My heart is too hollow to care.
Alright, Cavalier's actually low-key good for us, chat. Cavalier plays into our we're gonna deck them eventually plan.
Bet you've never been hugged by a kraken before. Nature flows with vigor.
Evil must not be tolerated. My grief fuels my mission.
Until they get a crater hoof, yeah. That's true. This is not a May. I believe Kiora is a May. No, not a May either. Oh, yeah, that's true. Crater Hoof's not legal in this format, right? Yes, Elixir is also not a May. Is this long pause them realizing they could deck? It could be. 16 cards left in their deck. 15 cards left in their deck. +1, the token to kill the ship. I don't understand what you're suggesting. What token?
Must be built.
Know that I will not abandon my quest.
This feels like I'm losing on board. We're attacking with everything swing, huh? Chat, I'm not counting. They might be dead on the back swing, but like there's so many things they could play and do. I'm just gonna keep my life total high and kill most of their board here. Okay, yeah, like that, right?
Seek shelter in my stewardship.
They just have infinite mana right now. Alright, who we killing? It's gotta be Evelyn, right? Deal. 14 cards left in their deck.
Beauty lies in variation.
I agree. I don't think they've realized how we plan to win the game.
One drop ripples and grows.
They're putting Land War Elves on top of their deck. That's smart, because they know we're gonna get it. Oh, hey, they do have a creature without I was about to say that I almost called that a dead draw, but it's actually not. Oh, wait, I can do that on their turn, though, right? So we should wait. $11 cards left in their deck, chat. Tick tock. Tick tock. Yeah, but they can't crew it again without a die. Oh man, what silly games. The grind on this deck is just incredible. I thought we were going to be going to a game 3 there for sure. Yeah, our deck, like, for a deck that has some aggressive draws, our go long playing here was really, really good. Yeah, I like this core a lot. As far as changes go, a lot of people have been talking about this card, and I think it's definitely worth, next time we play this, we'll probably play this again next week. This is going to get swapped for the 1 mana 1/1 that deals a damage and makes a blood token, because blood are useful for card selection, and Bloodtithe Harvester is good with extra blood tokens as well. So, yeah, I like the core though. This card is definitely my favorite card out of New Capenna. It's so sweet and powerful. We're definitely nowhere near done playing this card in new decks. All right, second Explorer deck. I think it's time for a second Explorer deck.